Hey, Georgia, Election Day is Tuesday, January 5th. This time we get to pick our 2 U.S. senators. So take some time, make your plan, and make sure you get to the polls. Remember, who you vote for is a secret, but whether or not you voted is public record. So grab 3 friends or family members and make sure your voice and theirs are heard when you go vote on Tuesday, January 5th. Paid for by Majority Forward.
These days, we're all getting more screen time, which means we're also getting more blue light exposure than ever before. Too much blue light can make your eyes feel tired, dry, or blurry. It can also affect your sleep. Zenni's Blocks lenses help to protect the eyes by keeping harmful blue light out. Because they're virtually clear, add blocks to any Zenni frame for stylish, all-day protection. Get a complete pair of prescription or non-prescription Blocks glasses starting at just $24. Protect your eyes now at Zenni.com.
What is going on? You are tuned into the Cigars with Mac podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a avid listener, supporter. Thank you. My Gomo Power voice. Today's topic. Number one, this is our first podcast of 2021, which I am glad to say that, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. I'm just going to be honest about it. It's a blessing. I'm definitely very grateful to be here. But today's podcast It's titled Rest in Peace to 2020. This was a funny post I reposted on Facebook, but I'll be damned if it was also a good podcast topic. And that's one of the beautiful things about podcasting, man. You find messages, being a podcaster. I consider myself a podcaster. I really do. I take this serious. I take this as a career, business, all in one. That's why I invest so heavily into it financially, because I take it serious. I really do. And anyway, this post, man, it really, really, really was so true about 2020. But before we get started, please don't forget to download, like, follow, and share on your favorite podcasting platform. Also, subscribe to us on YouTube at the Cigars with Mac podcast. You'll see my logo pop up. If you'd like to support the podcast financially, hit us up on Cash App, $Cigars with Mac, $Cigars with Mac. If you got any podcast topics, or if you want to just email me, hit me up at info@cigarswithmacpod.com. Also, you can hit my line 682-227-1780. So anyway, y'all, that's the spiel before I get into the topic. Today, on this first Sunday, I'm smoking a Blue Label. The cigar is called Blue Label. I've been having this cigar for almost 2 years now. Sitting in the humidor. I think I smoked damn near all of them now. But excuse me. So this cigar been sitting about 2 years. Anyway, man, it's a good stick. But today, I want to talk about rest in peace to 2020, man. This is so true. I'm the kind of person, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. And I'll tell you why. I don't believe in them because I feel like they don't last long. I believe we should do lifestyle changes. For instance, a lifestyle change I gave up about 4 years ago was giving up sodas. Some people give up pork. Some people give up meat, hell. But that was one of the lifestyle changes that I did years ago. And it wasn't even on New Year's when I did it. So, I just don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I just don't. I believe every day is a chance to do something different. But anyway, man, how was everyone's New Year, man? Seriously, man. This year, man, things have just been different, But we made it. Straight up, we made it, man. If you here, be grateful. And in so many ways, people think that it's, we should feel sorry for the dead, but they're the lucky ones, believe it or not. I've always said that. Because they don't got to deal with this bullshit anymore. Straight up, man. But, definitely this year, we are going to continue to be better and grow better as far as the podcast is concerned. Like I said, I'm just grateful for those that tune in. And I'm happy that, I am who I am, man. I remember when I first started podcasting, I used the Anchor. It was a free platform, and I actually liked most of their background music. It was so everything was kind of set for you. But a friend of mine who's been on the podcast, he told me, to really succeed in this media game, especially podcasting, you got to put some money behind it. He was so right, and I had to take it serious. I mean, I really had to, not that I've never taken it serious, but now it is a business to me. I am a podcaster, not just a motherfucker on here running his mouth. Because there are people out there who really enjoy what I have to say, and I enjoy that. It encourages me, man. It really does. And that's something we gotta learn to do in this world, man. Is take things seriously, Nothing wrong with joking around, and having fun. But there's a time and a place for everything. I was listening to this guy today on YouTube. He was talking about ways to build your credit, and I wonder if people tuned in like I did. And he said this process will take about 24 months. Basically, he was saying it's not going to be overnight. It's going to take time. And that's with anything in life. And I'm noticing now, man, everybody's podcasting now. And I'm glad that I caught on when I did. Everybody's podcasting, especially during the pandemic. And I like YouTube, and I repost the shows on YouTube. But I'm just telling you, man, podcasting is my sweet spot. I love it. So, anyway, guys, let's get to the topic, man. I just wanted to kind of say a couple things, and we're gonna go over these. This right here, man. This post, like I said, I'm gonna post it on the. I may not. I don't know, but I'm gonna go over the talking points. It says, "Rest in peace, 2020. Bill Cosby still in jail." Yeah, y'all. Bill Cosby still in jail, man. I mean, that's sad. This man is almost 90 years old. This is America's dad, and he's still locked up. And I'm gonna tell you what fucked Bill Cosby up. Bill Cosby wasn't trying to pay that money. He did what he did when the laws forced him to, pay out, because he did pay out some of these women. But it came back on him, man. I don't know who he pissed off. He pissed off the wrong one. I mean, this old man is in prison, man. This old man is in prison, man. This man should be playing with his grandkids and things of that nature, And a lot of people, a lot of black comedians, some of the icons that we know now, Martin Lawrence, D.L. Hughley, etc., they had a lot of beef with Bill Cosby because he didn't like their style of comedy back in the day. They want HBO. He didn't like that. And the thing about, Bill, yeah, he's a wealthy man and his money couldn't save him now. But I've learned one thing. You got to be careful how you treat people. You got to be careful which bridges you decide to burn. See, that's a podcast topic right there. Be careful which bridges you decide to burn. You got to be careful with that because you don't know who's going to be the head honcho. You don't know who the decision maker is going to be. And that's something you got to consider in life, man. That there are certain people in life that they are decision makers and they can get you to where you need to be in life. They can get you where you need to be in life. Or they know the right people who you need to talk to in life. So, Bill it seems like he may have burned a few bridges with fellow black comedians. And as black men especially, man, we can't afford to burn any bridges with anyone. But Bill Cosby is still in jail, man. Still in prison. You know? That may be my dog y'all hear in the back. She's a little upset she's not out right now. But Bill Cosby, man, you know, this man should be out right now. I don't believe he raped anybody. I don't believe he had to force anything on anybody. I just believe that he didn't pay how he weighed. And the thing about what a lot of men in power got to understand is that women don't like feeling like a hoe. No woman wants to be, you know, felt like a hoe, man. A woman wants to be able to, if she sleeps with you, she wants to be able to get up out of your bed or vice versa with dignity. And a lot of times, man, your money just can't save you, man. Your money just cannot save you, you know, and you see his money didn't save him, man. I'm telling you, man, you got to be careful out here. I mean, yeah, talking about Bill Cosby, we could do a whole podcast on that, you know, but, you know, free Bill Cosby, man. Next, R. Kelly admitted shit we already knew. Yeah, a lot of these, the women involved, their family members were well aware. And I know people from Chicago who personally told me this. No secret. Hell, I heard he even got stabbed in jail, man. Telling you, man. Man, we got to be out here, man. We got to really protect ourselves. We really have to. But R. Kelly was admitting shit on, you know, on them goddamn songs, man. And people was jamming it and nobody said nothing about it. Nobody said nothing about it, man. And all of a sudden now, you know, this shit coming out, man, and R. Kelly's screwed. I don't think he's ever getting out. Straight up. Now, the thing about today's podcast, it will be some satire, but, you know, it's going to be some truth in it, too. It says, the hood still watching Fire Sticks and selling dinners since cable bills are high and pussy sales were low as $40. And see, think about that Fire Stick thing, man. Now the feds, you know, they putting a stop to that because you know, these jailbroken Fire Sticks, what they call. You know, everybody got Fire Sticks, but everybody ain't got them jailbroke Fire Sticks, man. The hood and the feds clamping down on that because right now these, you know, the box offices aren't making the money they normally make, man. You know? They're not making the same amount of money because of the pandemic. I do believe there are some movie theaters still open, but it's not like it used to be because I used to go to the movies, man, at least 3 or 4 times a month. I used to go before more than that when I was, you know, when I really wasn't working, when I was just chilling. know. For me, going to the movies is very therapeutic. But anyway, you know, in the hood, people still selling dinners, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm in a couple of groups, man, where people are really making money from their home selling plates, man, because people want good food. I remember the other day, man, I was eating some my body, you know, I get tired of fast food. I get tired of McDonald's. I get tired of Burger King. I get tired of Sonic, you know. Those are easy to go to. They're easy to deal with, man. But sometimes you want a home cooked meal. I mean, my wife made oxtails on New Year's and oxtails and rice. And man, that was so good. And earlier that day, I tried to put some in my stomach. And I just couldn't eat it. But when she made that oxtails and rice, man, it was like that's what my body needed, that nourishment. You know? And that's why I say right now, man, people are actually making money during the pandemic, man. People are seriously making money. Hold on for a minute, guys. All right, I just put this sound cancel on my mic. Hopefully this will help out my dog barking, man, because it's really annoying. But I'm able to, ignore her. But people are still making money, man, during this pandemic. You got to just find your niche. Some of your money may be working a job, working 9 to 5, man. Some of you were unemployed before the pandemic, but since the pandemic, now you're able to find work because essential workers have, you still need essential workers, man. You still need essential workers, and certain industries are hiring like hotcakes. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, some industries are hiring like hotcakes. And, selling plates in the hood, man, has really gone up exponentially because, some people don't want to go to a restaurant and some people want home-cooked good food, man. Good food, and people are selling plates out their houses, and, I see no problem with it. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. I see nothing wrong with that. What we got here? Cable bills are high and pussy sales were low as $40. Yeah. I see, it was a young lady on Instagram and some guy was trying to holler at her and she was saying how she don't do no meetups. And I told her, I said, young lady, this pandemic is going to break you. If it hadn't already broken her. Women are, selling ass at an all-time high at a low price. Prostitution is going up. Believe that. Because women got to have they got ends to meet, man. Got ends to meet, What you once thought was valuable, you find out it really not necessarily valuable, but it can be a moneymaker. I'm not knocking nobody for that. I never do that, But definitely this has humbled a lot of women who, once were, talking about a man gotta, give them money before he can talk to them. No, no, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hell, I even seen one post on social media where this guy asked, people he put out a poll and, asking people how long have they gone without having sex. Man, there are people out here who've gone decades without having sex, man. There are people who have gone decades. There are men who have gone 6-7 years without it, man. Like they said, hey, as long as I'm focused on my goals, I'm not even concerned about that right now. But, women are having women that once, that you thought who were not accessible are actually very accessible. They have a need, you have a need, and as the old saying goes, fair exchange is no robbery. But I just find it most comical that young lady actually was talking about she getting all this money and all that. And I always say the loudest one in the room is usually the weakest one in the room. You got women, man, on their Facebook, they automatically post their Cash App. What are you posting your Cash App for? What have you done for someone to give you money? You haven't done anything. We live in a beggar society nowadays. Women want something for nothing. People want something for nothing, man. People literally want something for nothing, man. They're not bringing any value, but they want you to just give them money. Doesn't work like that. It's not how life works. But that's what you have nowadays during the pandemic, man, because people had to move money around. Things are just a little bit different now. What worked in 2019 didn't work in 2020, and what worked in 2020 will not work in 2021. That's a fact. Let me move on. It says right here, pastors cursing. I'm sorry. Everyone all of a sudden learn to do credit repair. Oh yeah, because we got time. You got time to fix your credit, man. You got time to get all that stuff in order. We got time to learn about the credit laws and things like that. When you working and you in a hustle and bustle, man, you ain't got time for that. And as you don't have time, you just don't make time. And in so many ways, I feel like the pandemic slowed a lot of things down. I really do. I feel like the pandemic slowed people down because, man, we were so involved in our own world and our everyday lives. That's why me personally, man, even before the pandemic, I spent a lot of time at home. I try to enjoy my own house, man. Try to fix up my house. Buy the furniture I really want. Buy the food I want. Buy my own amenities, man, because, you want to enjoy your own place, man. A lot of times we out here working to pay for stuff, and we never just sit back and just enjoy what we have. Nah, and I'm guilty of that. And years ago, I told myself, man, I'm gonna enjoy life, man. Damn, all this kicking it with everybody going to other people's house, man. Nah, not doing that. But people are really educating themselves, and that's a good thing. Says you got pastors cursing and eating pussy, and churches now accept Cash App. Yeah. You got churches that accept Cash App, man, because everybody, I believe there are people who actually still go to the actual brick and mortar building for churches, but churches still, have an online presence now. And they need to accept that money. So, like I said, everybody got a cash app. Everyone has a cash app now. There was a young man at the car wash one day. He did a solid for me. And I told him, man, let me bless you, man. What's your cash app? He claimed he didn't have it. He didn't use it. And I don't believe that. I don't know. I guess he thought I don't know what he was on, really. But, I said, dude, you got to get on top of it, man. You got to get on top of it, dude. Currency is now becoming digital, not just Bitcoin. I remember one day I forgot my wallet at home when the pet store to grab some dog food, and I was like, oh man, I forgot my phone. Then I remember, I said, do y'all accept, they had a little thing on there. It had a little thing on their POS system, and you just basically, if you have the right app, put your phone to it, and if my credit card's connected to it, man, and right there, I was good to go, so I remember years ago, they always said we would go to a cashless society, and I'll be damned if we're there now. We are already there. We've actually been there for a while, You got people still trying to hold on to the old ways, man, but that ain't what that is, man. That's not gonna work. With new times comes change. What? After say past.
Hey Georgia, Election Day is Tuesday, January 5th. This time we get to pick our 2 U.S. senators. So take some time, make your plan, and make sure you get to the polls. Remember, who you vote for is a secret, but whether or not you voted is public record. So grab 3 friends or family members and make sure your voice and theirs are heard when you go vote on Tuesday, January 5th. Paid for by Majority Forward.
Welcome to Virtual Meditation with Shiloh.
Hello?
Today we're working on forgiving ourselves for not knowing the difference between upload and download speeds before getting cable internet.
That's oddly specific.
Repeat after me. I am not my cable internet.
Wait, I don't have cable.
I'm not a bad if my video calls, more like video stalls.
Hey Shiloh, there's something...
I will get AT&T fiber.
And I will switch classes until you do.
Slow upload speeds? You're not a bad person. You just need better internet. With 20 times faster upload speeds, AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience than cable. Get AT&T Fiber with no annual contract. Limited availability in select areas. Call 1-877-ONLY-ATT. Check eligibility at att.com/getfiber based on combined internet 1000 wired up and download capacity versus major cable providers 1 gig service with uploads of 35 megabits per second. Speeds vary, not guaranteed. Restrictions apply.
Just cursing and eating pussy, that's been going on. That ain't nothing new, man. Bastards been doing that. I'd rather see them do that than sleep with, males sleeping with men. That's crazy, man. And it says females marrying bisexual men and acting as if she's not aware. Because she's bisexual too. Yeah, that's a big thing nowadays, man. I plan to do a podcast on why I support polygamy. But you have a lot of people nowadays who are bisexual, men and women. We live in a society nowadays, man, where people just want to explore, man. I mean, it's just what it is. Ain't no change in that. We live in a society nowadays, man, where women are okay with a man being like that. You know, I come from a different generation, man. You know, stuff like that was not accepted. A man being, you know, bisexual, that wasn't cool at all. But we live in a different society now, man, where that's totally acceptable. Like I said, the next wave, man, they're going to have to legalize, you know, polygamy. They're going to have to do it. And even if they don't, people still practice it anyway. And I have no problem with that at all. I have no problem with that. I am an avid believer in it. I believe that it is economically, it makes sense economically. And especially in the black community, you know, we need to build up our families. You know, like I said before, we need more stepdads out here, man. A lot of these young men, young women, man, young girls, young boys, they just running amok, man. You got these young boys, man, they have no manliness about themselves. You know, they soft as cotton. Soft as cotton. I was telling my son one day, when I was in high school, I moved my entire house, my mother's furniture, by myself. Moved it by myself. You have young ladies nowadays, they're so masculine. They're so masculine and they're so unattractive. You know, I even heard a girl call another girl bro. I was like, what the fuck? What kind of shit is that? This is the world we live in, man. Different world, man. Different world. Things that were once not acceptable are now acceptable now. And my whole thing is, I don't care how people live. What you do behind closed doors and the comfort of your own home is your business. As long as you're not harming anyone and is consenting adults, I don't get involved in that. Because I believe people have the right to be who they want to be. As long as it's not infringing upon me. That's me, though. Everyone doesn't feel like that. Some people feel like everyone should live a certain way. No, that's not how life works. There's people still killing each other and the police still can't solve the murder. Hey, you guys said you didn't want the police. No, you know, what you expect? It says McDonald's ice cream machine is still down. Oh, let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about that, man. You go, that's something that irks the hell out of me. When I used to go to the fast food joints, you know, at night, and their machine is down, we cleaning it. They be lying. They be lying, man. That damn machine ain't down, man. McDonald's is $1 billion business. They can't afford to be down. They can't afford that. You know, I just find it problematic, man, when people work in the fast food industry and some of them have the shittiest customer service and they act like they owe you, like you owe them something. And I'm like, man, if you don't want to work in this industry, why are you working here? If you don't want to be here, why are you here? There are millions upon millions of jobs out here you could be doing, but you decide to work here and come to work with a crap attitude, man, and it shows. I get so tired of that crap, man. People working jobs they hate. Why are you working that job if you don't want to be there? That's my thing. If you don't want to be there, don't work there. I told myself years ago, I'm not working a job I don't want to be at anymore. Yes, I believe sometimes you have to do what you have to do. But if I'm going to work a job and labor, I at least want to be there every day. Yeah, some days you don't want to be there. I get it. But for the most part, man, you should have more good days than bad. You know? But you got people that's working these jobs. They don't want to be there. It's insane, man. And it shows inequality. I get tired of you go to these fast food and you tell them you want chicken. They telling you, oh, it'll take 10 minutes. Okay, drop it. Go ahead. I'll wait. No problem. I sure will. I get tired of that crap.
Pick up the phone.
What else we got? Y'all forgot y'all resolution was to grow your edges and lose weight. Wow. Well, man, let me tell you this is my thing. When it comes down to resolution, like I said earlier, man, resolutions on you, man. That should be a daily thing. I don't do resolutions. I do lifestyle changes. You know?
Pick up the phone.
Next. Men with no cars still got every pair of Jordans. Oh, so true. I see some people, man, they supposed to be so impoverished. Now, I'm going to relate this to men and women. They supposed to be so impoverished, man, but they always got nice clothes, nice shoes, nice vines. They stay groomed. Man, that's crazy to me, man. Man, when I just don't, and that's something else about the younger generation, man. They all about their shoe game and looking good, but man, half these fucking kids can't even drive, man. Couldn't drive and ain't trying to learn how to drive. But we got Uber and Lyft. But Uber and Lyft was smart. They understand you got to go to the customer. Don't wait for the customer to come to you. You go to the customer. That's a smart idea, man. That's a very smart idea. I have nothing but love for that. But, you know, a lot of these youngsters, man, they want to look good. They want to be fashionable, but they can't. They ain't got no car. Men and women, ain't just the men. Hell. I literally was watching a YouTube video and this young lady was saying how she doesn't have a car. You know, she lives everywhere. And I'm like, what? And this was in Texas, you know. You can't, I'm going to tell you something about Texas, man. Texas is a very big state. You can't do shit without no car. You got to have some wheels, man. Or you're going to be stuck like Chuck out here. It's too fucking big. You know, they have transportation, but you need a vehicle. Hold on for a minute. I dropped my notes. All right, guys, I'm sorry about that. Dropped my phone and I had to do something real fast. But yeah, man. You gotta have your wheels out here in Texas, man. Ain't no walking. It's too big, man. What else we got? Let's see. People still screaming sorry for your lost. LOLT, but it's LOSS. Yeah, I've noticed. I've noticed that grammatically, man, people have really gotten lazy. And what I don't get is on your phones, it has spell checkers on there. So why are you misspelling words, man? This is prior to 2020, people were doing that shit. You are, and your people fucked that up. What else we got? What else do we have, people? Let's see. Motherfuckers had gender reveal parties, but they can't reveal the baby's daddy. Well, I don't know much about that because I don't even go to baby showers. I just don't go. Some men go. That's not my thing. So I can't really speak on that one. What else we got? We talked about that. Megan Thee Stallion is showing thoughts how to follow their dreams. Yeah. This thought culture has been so, man, celebrated. And I say celebrated because, man, there have been thoughts prior to the thought culture. And all thought means is that hoe out there. But that's been going on. That ain't nothing new. It's just now it's more of a revolution. Yeah, I mean, problem with a lot of men and women is a lot of men don't want to let women be themselves. You gotta understand, man. Some of these women want to be like that. That's cool. Let them be like that. But you can't change them. You can't get mad that the woman you love is fucking a team of guys when you knew that when you got with her. You thought you were going to change her. Nah. And that's why this goes back to families. Children have to see that. They have to see a family structure. Because if not, they'll be out here confused. You know, I personally don't care what a woman does with her body. It's not my business. You know? Because people don't become like that overnight. They're already like that. They're already like that. And sometimes we don't want to accept that. That's the problem. That's the problem. We don't want to accept for people, men and women, for who they are. When they're showing you who they are. You just don't want to believe it. You don't want to believe that woman is out there like that. Tough, man. That's how she was when you got her. Now you want to change it? It don't work like that. But people act like they didn't know when people showed you who they were from Jump Street. You just didn't want to accept it. You were just so blinded by the beauty and the booty and the ass and titties that you didn't see. It's like some women, they get so blinded by the sex game of a man that they don't even look at the fact that this guy has been a douchebag. He been like that, you know? But people don't want to, we as people sometimes we don't want to accept things for what they are, and it is what it is. The thing I learned about people show you who they are, man. You got to just deal with it. You got to just accept it or not. You're not going to change people. It's not happening. People only change when they want to. My content I make, it's not about changing people. It's about provoking thought, having a good conversation, man, learning from one another. That's what it's about for me. I'm not trying to change anybody at all. I don't give a fuck what people do. Because most people that know me know I don't give a fuck. I do what I want to do. I'm going to be who I am regardless. I'm not here to please anyone, but I'm going to be who I am regardless. And that's how I feel about it, man. I'm not in the business of changing people. It says McConnell won't pass the $2,000 mark for the stimulus package. There's some more fluff in here, but you get it. Let's talk about this stimulus package, man. I hadn't even got mine yet, which is cool. It's cool, And they even vandalized Mitch McConnell's house, people. We are in a society nowadays where people can track your ass down, man, and do harm to you. People are angry right now. And Mitch McConnell is on that bullshit. They're so worried about this being a socialist nation. But at the end of the day, right now, people don't have money. People don't have jobs, man. I get it. There are jobs out here, but then there are some people, they cannot find jobs. There may be things prohibiting people from finding jobs. I don't know. But what I do know is people like him who are making big money, they're selfish. And the American people are getting tired of this shit. Like they said, we're giving aid to everybody else, but what about our own? And this surpasses black, white, any other racial boundaries. As an American. Because we are Americans. If you were born in this country, you're an American citizen. And there are certain rights and benefits that we are entitled to. We pay taxes, but at the end of the day, we're paying taxes. In the event of things like this, there should be some, return on what the money we put into this country. And you're telling me that there's no money? No, I don't believe that. Because the thing about it, whatever we buy, you're going to tax that. And the thing about it, the founding fathers of this country left the country because of taxation, and then they come to this country and do the same shit that they left from. Because they figured out you have to pay taxes. There has to be money in the pot. Oh yeah. There has to be money in the pot to do what you want to do, man. You can't run a country without that. You have to have taxes. I get it. And like I said, man, there has to be an overhaul. There has to be something has to change. Because people are getting tired of the system, of the status quo. Because the system right now is working for the people that are at the top. The old dinosaurs that don't want to leave them political positions. These people are dying. Ruth Gendrick, the Supreme Court, she died. She died in that position, man. They don't want to give those jobs up for whatever reason. I'm trying to figure out what's so special, man. You can't retire? I think the fact of the matter is they don't want to. That's what the problem is. They don't want to retire. They don't want new blood in there. They want things to stay the same. And I don't agree with that. Things have to change. It's almost like if you know the people you hanging around mean you no good, why are you still hanging around them? That makes no sense to me, man. I don't get that. Does it make sense to you? Because it don't make sense to me. Nah. It just makes no sense to me. But people do this shit and think they're going to get something different and they're not. It doesn't work like that. Does not work like that. But what you find is the old guard, man, they want to make sure they got their money in place. They good, but fuck everybody else. That's the same way in the streets, man. If you a street cat and you making money and you got your crew, you can't be the only one making money and think they're gonna be loyal to you. Nah, man, they gotta eat too. They gotta eat too. These people protecting you, they got your back, they your security, they in your videos. Hey, man, I want to eat too. It's like some people, man, I was the video I was watching. This young man explained his luxury cars and how he got them and him paying monthly payments on them. He was like, look, I refuse to buy this stuff cash. He said, I'm not doing that. I'm not buying this stuff cash. He said, I finance it and I make payments. He said, and I get my money back on it by doing my YouTube videos. This is what my channel's about. Flashy cars. But, he broke down the game, man, because you got a lot of people out here that they're in the game in certain things and they like to hide information. They like to hide information. They like to hoard information to themselves. Like I said before, man, sometimes people just don't know. Like I always used to say, you don't know what you don't know. You don't. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. But once you know, don't be afraid to share that information. Straight up, man. But anyway, y'all, thank you for tuning into the Cigars and Mac podcast. Please don't forget to download, like, follow, and share on your favorite podcasting platform. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. If you want to hit us up on Facebook, Cigars and Mac Podcast, YouTube, Cigars and Mac Podcast. Please don't forget to like, follow, and share, and subscribe, and hit your notification bell. If you got any podcast topics, hit me up at info@cigarswithmacpod.com. Hit my cell phone, 682-227-1780. If you want to support the podcast financially, hit us up on Cash App, $Cigars with Mac, $Cigars with Mac. And good people, I'm out.
Hey, Georgia, Election Day is Tuesday, January 5th. This time we get to pick our 2 U.S. senators. So take some time, make your plan, and make sure you get to the polls. Remember, who you vote for is a secret, but whether or not you voted is public record. So grab 3 friends or family members and make sure your voice and theirs are heard when you go vote on Tuesday, January 5th. Paid for by Majority Forward.
Welcome to Virtual Meditation with Shiloh.
Hello?
Today we're working on forgiving ourselves for not knowing the difference between upload and download speeds before getting cable internet.
That's oddly specific.
Repeat after me. I am not my cable internet.
Wait, I don't have cable.
I'm not a bad, if my video calls, more like video stalls.
Hey, Shiloh, there's something...
I will get AT&T Fiber.
And I will switch classes until you do.
Slow upload speeds? You're not a bad person. You just need better internet. With 20 times faster upload speeds, AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience than cable. Get AT&T Fiber with no annual contract. Limited availability in select areas. Call 1-877-ONLY-ATT. Check eligibility at att.com/getfiber based on combined internet 1000 wired up and download capacity versus major cable providers 1 gig service with uploads of 35 megabits per second. Speeds vary, not guaranteed. Restrictions apply.